I'm Eric, and this is a PIO vlog.
Aerial, medic, response.
We working fire, got heavy smoke from Island Ranch and Broadway. Go ahead and upgrade the car. Copy. We got 4 buildings involved at this time. Collapse on 3 of them, and second alarm.
Second alarm,
Medic 34, Tower 45, Engine 22, Engine 14, Engine 44, Engine 15, Medic 04, Medic 44, District 1, Battalion Chief 2, Safety 18, Medcom Ops 14, second alarm structure fire.
Hi everyone, welcome back to another vlog. I'm excited to bring you up to speed on some of the recent events that have been happening around South Metro. And we'll start off with a structure fire that happened a couple weeks ago near Station 21.
Tower 32, Aurora Engine 11, Engine 21, Medic 21, Battalion Chief 5, Safety 35, Channel SMFR 3, reported multifamily structure fire, map page N29C at 9400 East Islet Avenue.
Engine 21. We're on scene of a 2-story multifamily dwelling. We do have a working fire. Engine 21 will be on the offensive strategy, stretching a hose line for fire attack, and I'll be taking command.
This was a very short drive from Station 21 to the location of the fire, and while the crews were responding, they got updated information that a person was possibly trapped inside of this burning condo. And when Engine 21 arrived on scene, they had heavy fire conditions venting out of the first floor windows, auto exposing the side of the building, the second floor, all the way up to the eaves of the building. When firefighters advanced their hose line, they did a transitional attack, meaning they were able to control the main body of fire from the exterior and then push their way inside. While they were conducting a primary search, they located a victim.
Urgent traffic, urgent traffic. We've located a victim. We're going to be bringing him out to outside.
They got a victim? Yep. Copy. All units clear the air. We got urgent traffic. Victim coming out the office side.
Your incident has been updated. Your incident has been updated. Your incident has been updated.
Come on. Medic 211.
Medic 211.
We're on the second floor. A lot of high heat. Visibility 0.
I copy. You're on the number 2 floor. High heat. 0 visibility.
Your incident has been updated.
Somebody get that medic unit over here? Yeah, if you can.
Command Engine 21 Bravo.
21 Bravo.
Positive water supply.
Battalion 3,
Copy,
this
water
is
supply's
1-2.
complete.
Your incident has been updated.
Man, dispatch, you're 10 minutes in.
Copy. 10 minutes in. 1 victim
Your
extracted from the
incident
building.
has been updated. Your incident has
1
been
victim
updated.
extracted, and we added another medic.
Copy. Thank you.
That victim was immediately treated by South Metro paramedics and transported to the hospital in critical condition.
Got into 3-4. We're using engine 22 for our recon engine located on the Bravo side of the building.
On the afternoon of April 5th, a barn fire occurred near Station 47 in eastern Douglas County.
Tower 45, Engine 47, Engine 253, Medic 41, Tender 251, Battalion Chief 4, Safety 35, Channel SMFR 5, Outbuilding Fire, map page X39B 11640, Dunridge Road.
This is an area that is very rural, and fire hydrants are hard to come by. The nearest fire hydrant was actually quite a ways down the road, and that's where our water tenders come in. This area is also near the border of Elbert County, and we had mutual aid assistance from Rattlesnake Fire District, Elizabeth Fire District, as well as Franktown for their tenders and for some engine support. We've used some of Nate's awesome videos before. Here's a look at a fill site. So when a tender will respond to the scene, they will either nurse the engine by supplying water through a hose line to the engine that's pumping and putting out the fire, or a porta-tank can be left on scene where the tender will dump all of their water into the tank and drive to a fill site. So there's two options depending on what the tactical needs are, but the most important part for the tender is finding a place where they can refill with water and bring more water to the fire to put it out. And in this case, there's a fire hydrant located near East Parker Road and Tomahawk Road, just down the street from Station 47. And those sites are all identified on the computer and on the GPS systems that the fire apparatus carry so that they're able to locate those quickly. Dispatch can also assist crews in finding where the closest fill sites are located. Sometimes more than one may actually be needed depending on the size of the incident. So in this case, a fire hydrant on East Parker Road was the closest one to use, and when tenders or engines were done dumping their water at the scene of the fire, they would drive to this fire hydrant, refill their tank, and take it back to the scene. So this is a challenging process, especially if you add traffic or inclement weather conditions, and it's a time-consuming process as well. So a lot of times these rural type structure or wildland fires can take longer to extinguish because there's not an adequate water supply as readily available as there is in our urban or suburban areas. South Metro is running two very cool different programs at the same time right now. One of them is a staff academy and the other is a citizens academy. The staff academy allows our support personnel who work in various functions across the fire department. Some of those include finance, human resources, information technology, the fire marshal's office, dispatch, fleet, you name it. Those staff members are able to participate in a program that takes them inside of the burn building and up close to everything that the firefighters do, because most of our support personnel or our administrative personnel have never had a career in the fire service or experienced what it's like firsthand. So this has been a great opportunity for our firefighters and our staff to meet sometimes for the first time and have the ability to get hands-on with a lot of the things that our firefighters are doing to establish a better understanding of what happens out on the street. Of course, one of the most amazing experiences is going into the burn building, and all of our staff were able to get fitted for SCBA masks, get bunker gear, and go inside with our crews to see a lesson in fire growth, fire behavior and development, fire extinguishment, and experience all of that first time. And Lieutenant Netzel was kind enough to wear a GoPro in so that you can see what it's like. South Metro Citizens Academy is opened up once a year for people who are 18 years or older who live or work in South Metro's district. And while this is different than the Staff Academy, in some ways it's very similar. Our Citizen Academy members will get trained in CPR and AED use, and they'll be able to see lots of different aspects of the fire service and firefighting at South Metro. There was a great demonstration that was put on using a dollhouse-sized structure constructed of OSB. Firefighters ignited fires inside of this structure to show the audience exactly how fires progress through a structure, how flow path by opening doors or windows or vertical ventilation can affect fire and smoke behavior. They also talked about vent point ignition and some hostile fire events. Check out this really cool video.
That the windows there's no window bars on it, there's ladders that are thrown, that the structure is going to be safe for the firefighters operating inside. And I open a door on the windward side, what do you think is going to happen? That, right? That's all bad, because who's going in probably where the fire is blown out? By an engine company, right? Or somebody searching. So we want to make sure that we're not opening doors and causing adverse effects. So you can see that smoke is nasty brown smoke right now, right? When he was blowing air into it, what was it? Pretty clean, right? There's like barely any smoke. But now that that fire's been choked down, it's not burning as clean. That's essentially what happens when we have our couches or beds or whatever on fire, because they can't get enough oxygen. Does that make sense? That's what a vent-limited fire is. Oh, that was the best one we've had. That was probably a backdraft. Yeah. That was awesome. That room is not burning. There's no fuel contents in that room burning. That's all smoke.
And that's just for the smoke from the fire in the front.
Yep, that's all it is, right? There's no wood burning in that second level there. Man, this is... The glue is what's creating a lot of that heat, also the wood, but it's only 2 sheets of OSB in there, right? Now imagine the couch. That's a lot of fuel, right? So what you're going to see is the ladder company is going to do an operation that we consider VIS. Vent, enter, isolate, search. So they're going to open up the window, meaning they're creating a vent point. They're going to enter the room, isolate by closing the door. After they search outside the 6-foot range that they are, they're going to lay down, put their foot in the corner, search that room or the hallway, and then they're going to search the rest of the room, right? All right, so he's got that window open. So he's entered that room. He's going to go close that door, isolate it so there's no more smoke coming in, and then he's going to pull that victim out if there's one up there. So the reasons that we enter search is there's stairs that are going to be cut off. There's a known victim in that room. Down through the stairs, they're going to start their fire attack, right? Look at the change in smoke and how it darkens it down. So right now they're completing the search so they can kind of see the floor. They're going to check and make sure there's no victims in the room, and then they're going to do their complete extinguishment. So right here we've got the victim. So he's going to cradle that victim on the ladder, and then he's going to bring him down. That's how we bring an unconscious victim down the ladder.
We've gotten a lot of questions on some of our social media platforms after some of our fire buffs saw a post from Hackney Apparatus about our new collapse rescue. So I can update you that the final inspection was recently completed and we should be taking delivery of the new Collapse 45 soon. It'll still be a while before it goes in service, and when it does go in service, we will absolutely bring you a Fleet Friday. But here are a few pictures of the new rig. So the rig itself is tractor drawn with a 2-person cab. A few people have already asked us why it's not a 4-person cab, and a big factor of that is length. So this particular vehicle will likely be at Station 45, but it could always be moved in the future, and so we want it to be about the same length as a tower. So Collapse 45 is right around 42 feet long. It's a very big truck, and it'll carry a bunch of especially lumber and shoring equipment for collapse rescue calls or trench rescue calls. So stay tuned for more on that. As soon as it gets here, we'll get a behind the scenes look probably with Matt over at Fleet, and then again, once it goes in service, we'll give you a detailed tour. All right, there's been quite a bit in our mailbox, so I'm excited to bring you some patch shout outs and share some other shirts with you. The first one comes from City of St. Paul Public Safety from Alaska. Love that color, that's awesome. St. Paul Island Volunteer Fire Department. I've got Hoona Police, also a really awesome colorful patch there. This one is Hoona EMS. This patch is a little more local from our pals over at Station 45. This is the Tower 45 company patch. They've also got that logo on Tower 45 now. We received this awesome patch that does not have a return address. So for whoever sent this to us, we would love to send you a patch back for the one that you sent to us. If you look on the About tab on YouTube, you can find our address, or you can send either Connor or I an email, because we would definitely like to send you something back in return. From some of our German friends, we've got this really cool little package from Frankfurt that had some pins in it as well as a patch. This patch is from Eatontown EMS in New Jersey. We have a few things from Cobb County. So here's Cobb County Fire, their Honor Guard patch. Here's the Cobb County Fire Emergency Services patch. We also have two different decals from Cobb County. Here's the first one, and here is the second one. The next one I have is from Sims Fire Department. We have another gift from Germany. This is Köln Fire. This is the patch that they sent. And then I also have a t-shirt with that same logo on the front. Pretty awesome. Thank you for sending that. This next group of patches comes from Hinds County, Mississippi. Here is the Hazardous Materials Team patch. This one is the Jackson Hines Emergency Operations patch. Another version of Hinds County Emergency Management. And then the Hinds County Emergency Management EOC patch. And they were kind enough to send t-shirts as well, so here's the front of it. And this is for the Hinds County Radiological Emergency Preparedness. So that is pretty cool. We haven't seen shirts or patches quite like these ones before from Emergency Management, so we're really happy to add these to our collection. Okay, a couple more to show you. We've got a CAL FIRE patch. This was sent from somebody in the San Diego area, so thank you for that. Another one that's a little bit close to home and giving Tower 45 a run for their money. Here's the Pirates of Broadway, Ladder 12, Medic 12, and Battalion 2's new patch. And then last but not least, we had a very kind person send us a couple of things from FDNY. So I've got the FDNY Rescue Operations patch, and then I've got the FDNY Rescue Battalion Challenge coin. So that is super cool. Thank you so much to everyone who sent us these wonderful gifts. We will be redesigning the patch wall in the PIO office because we have a little challenge with space because you all are so awesome for sending these things to us. So as soon as that gets reorganized on the next vlog, I'll be sure to show you the entire collection so that you can take a closer look at all of that. And thank you so much for all of you who are literally watching us around the world. This is the best thing ever. Keep giving us your comments, your suggestions for future videos, and of course, like our videos if you like them. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. We can't thank you enough for all of your support. We hope you stay safe and healthy, and we'll catch you next time.